So you must have probably heard of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency or altcoins or different kind of currency at one point in time, but you don't know what it means, or you are probably just confused as to whether or not to buy this thing, or whether or not to invest in it, or if it's even a valuable commodity in the first place. Definitely I'll be giving you more details as to how cryptocurrency work, what it means, and how you can go about buying cryptocurrency if you're interested. Hey guys, it's your girl Queen back again with another video. If this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for joining. Please consider subscribing below and ensure you turn the post notification bell on as well. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know the vibes, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below, and don't forget to share with your friends and loved ones as well. So as you can see from the title of this video, oh my gosh, finally I'm getting to do this video for you. We're going to be breaking down cryptocurrency, Bitcoin for layman, for beginners, more like cryptocurrency 101. So I'll be introducing you guys to the concept of cryptocurrency, how it works, is it valued, is it safe to buy, should you go into it, or what is even the whole point of cryptocurrency. Before we get started, I would like to quickly give a disclaimer. I am not your financial advisor. Whatever information I share in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. You would have to go ahead and DR. I say DR, not the actual DR, you know, but do your own research. Make sure you do your own research before you make any decision based on the information on this video. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Alright, so a brief introduction as to what cryptocurrency is. How did the word even came about? The word crypto came from the word cryptography. When you think of the word cryptography, what comes to your mind? It's not art. It's simply writing and creating of codes. Writing a form of code into like an encryption that makes it secure, safe, and very difficult to hack or get into the system. Then when you put the word crypto and currency together, it becomes cryptocurrency. And currency is basically, you know, your fiat, whatever you give value to, or whatever you can use as a medium of exchange is what you would call currency. How is cryptocurrency different from traditional money or fiat? Fiat or traditional money, as we all know, which is Naira, Canadian dollars, USD, pounds, and all of those currency are usually controlled or centralized by the central bank of the country that coin is for. So Canadian dollars is created and controlled by Canadian government, so you can't just create Canadian dollars by yourself. And same thing goes for other currencies around the world. The concept of cryptocurrency is like a decentralized form of finance that allows for minimal or zero control of the currency. So it's decentralized, which means it's really not owned or being controlled by anyone. If we take a deeper look, you wonder, so if it's like a bunch of codes that were written to form something, how does it actually have value? Very interesting question, I must say. Before we get into how cryptocurrency is valued, let me quickly bring some perspective to your mind. When you think of diamond, what would you think? You would say an expensive commodity or asset, right? But when you think of art as well, you say a very nice piece of drawing. But how do those things get the value that they have today? Diamond is actually just a piece of stone, but people around the world came together and say, oh, this stone is actually very valuable. I want to give it or assign it this much value. And the same thing goes to art. Art, like say for instance the Mona Lisa painting. I know for sure like you must have seen a very nicer painting or very beautiful paint or artwork that looks nicer than that. But why is Mona Lisa painting called the most expensive art around the world today? It's simply because of the value that people have assigned or put on that art or that piece of painting. So same thing goes back to cryptocurrency. Like when we go back to looking at it, cryptocurrency is valued by demand and supply. So if there is less supply of something, then and the demand is high, then the value goes up, right? So based on this demand and supply, the value of Bitcoin changes and fluctuates based on demand and supply. What makes Bitcoin a very valuable asset or store of value is because it's also limited in supply. The maximum number of Bitcoin that would ever be produced or be mined is 21 million. As of right now, it has not maximized its supply, so the value is still not at where it's expected to be. Right now, it's still about 18.5 million or 19 million as of today. So which means we still have about 3 million Bitcoins yet to be mined. You have probably heard of Bitcoin as well, Ethereum and Ripple coin or Litecoin, and you wonder what's the difference between all of this. So Bitcoin is the most popular cryptocurrency around the world. It's actually the first cryptocurrency and it's the most valuable cryptocurrency around the world as of today, closely followed by Ethereum as well and other coins. So if you hear of what is called altcoins simply means alternative coins, and it's other coins other than Bitcoin. That is what it's called, altcoin. So say Litecoin, Ripple, Dogecoin, and all of those coins are considered altcoins. Let me give you another simple example as to how commodities can be valued. Say for instance, this piece of pen here. Look at this piece of pen and say, this pen, I think I can only pay $10 to get one of these. And someone else looks at this pen and says, no, I actually see something even better than what you are defining in this pen. It has a very nice piece of color here. The tip is very sharp, and the person says, no, I would actually give $100 for this pen. And another person here says, nah, I don't agree with you guys. You know, this pen is actually worth $1,000. And this other person that was offered this pen at $10 says, I wish I bought this pen at $10. And this other guy already got this pen at $1,000, saying, if you want to buy this pen from me, you would have to pay $1,500 or $10,000. And this guy here is like, I don't have $10,000. And 2 weeks later, another person approaches this guy to say, you know, that pen, I would actually pay $50,000 for it. And this other guy says, okay, I would buy it, and he gives $50,000 to this guy. Then the next person, this other guy that should have bought this pen for $10, starts thinking that, oh, you know, I could have actually gotten that pen for $10 about 2 weeks back, and now it's actually valued at $50,000. So that's the way, pretty much, like, that's just to give you an example as to what it seems like. So people that got into the Bitcoin market way earlier were able to get it at a very good price, and as of right now, it's not too late if you still really want to get into it. You can still get into the market and buy if you want. That's an example of how people make profit from cryptocurrency or investing in cryptocurrency. They hope that the value would go up, and when the value go up, they could possibly sell, or they could also hope that this asset or this commodity would gain value over time. So another question that a lot of people tend to ask is cryptocurrency safe? From what I would tell you is it's absolutely safe. This is because it's built on a bunch of codes, and it's really not being controlled by any man. So it's not controlled by the government, so the government cannot really take it away. It's also not controlled by whoever built the code, because it's built on a technology by itself, and all of the information regarding when you send money to someone else can actually be read online on the blockchain technology as well. So it's absolutely safe, and it's based on a whole lot of encryption that I believe is very difficult and challenging to ever hack into the system. How do you buy Bitcoins or cryptocurrency or any other altcoins that you're possibly interested in? You would need an exchange website or an exchange platform. So if you want to change a certain currency to another currency, you need someone that has the other currency and is interested in your own currency to exchange the two assets. So the same thing goes to Bitcoin as well. So you need an exchange platform and someone that is interested in your coin. So the first way is to either visit one of these websites. You could go to Coinbase, you could go to Binance, you could go to KuCoin, and a whole lot of those exchange platforms. You could exchange your fiat or your US dollars for Bitcoin. So it depends. You could also exchange it for the coin equivalent of USD. So the coin equivalent of USD is USDT, and there are a whole lot of them as well. So you can easily change your USD to USDT, and with USDT you can decide to buy Bitcoin. So when you sign up on most of all of these exchange platforms, a digital wallet would be created for you. In that wallet, you would be able to store the Bitcoins or any other cryptocurrency that you purchase, and you can send or receive Bitcoins into that same wallet that must have been created for you by that exchange. So there are a lot of exchange websites. It could also vary based on your country. Just make sure to do a proper research to ensure that the exchange platform you choose to follow is secure and has been recommended. I hope you guys are actually following what I'm saying. So let me tell you guys about some popular cryptocurrency terminologies that you would come across at one point or at some point in time. ATH. ATH is all-time high, and it's simply the highest value any coin has ever reached. So you can say, what's the ATH of Bitcoin? Then that would mean the highest point Bitcoin has ever gotten to. 2, bullish or bull market or bull run. It simply means when there is an upward trend in the value of a coin, or maybe the coin is going up or it's appreciating. So if in the market right now Bitcoin is going up or it keeps rising as the day goes by, so that means it's a bullish market, or there's a bull run, bull or bullish or bull market. That's simply what it means. Then the opposite is bear or bearish market. So this simply means when there is a downward trend in the value of any coin, that means that coin is currently depreciating in value. Altcoin I've mentioned earlier simply means alternative coins other than Bitcoin. So another term you would most likely come across is hold. So it's simply hold, but it's like spelled differently. It's simply saying you should not sell, or saying hold on to your currency and don't sell it yet, regardless of if it's dropping in value or if the value is currently tanking. That's what it means. Another terminology you'd likely come across is Satoshi. Satoshi is like a name for whoever the founder of Bitcoin is, and it's used to define, or it's used to say, a smaller or a fractional value of Bitcoin. So most times a lot of people don't even have an actual whole Bitcoin, because it's about $33,000 in value right now. So so a lot of people tend to have just fractions of Bitcoin. So I could have 0.05 Bitcoin, and that means I have Satoshi. I don't have an actual Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin but a fraction of Bitcoin. Another thing you would likely come across is wallet. So you could have hot wallet or cold wallet, or hard wallet as well. So hot wallet is the digital wallet, or the one that you have online. It's pretty much similar to the ones that exchange websites will create for you. So you could have your hot wallet on Binance, you could have it on Coinbase or KuCoin, or whichever exchange website you choose to buy. There are also offline wallets as well, and there is the hard wallet. The hard wallet is usually like a hard drive that stores all of your keys and codes to your actual wallet. So just in case you lose access to your online account, or maybe that exchange goes into extinction, once you have a hard wallet, you'll still be able to access your Bitcoin. What are my final thoughts for you? Should you invest in cryptocurrency? I would say a lot of institutional investors, rich men around the world, top companies today have adopted cryptocurrency, and as time goes on, it's gaining more and more popularity. You don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be caught unawares. So definitely consider getting yourself into crypto today. Make sure you do your own research. Never borrow money to trade. I know a lot of people would say only put money you can afford to lose, or your spare money. I would say for me, I cannot afford to lose even $1. So I would say put money that you know you don't need right now. Put only a certain or a smaller fraction of your entire asset or your savings, and make sure you don't be too greedy. Don't borrow money to trade. Do your own research, and definitely manage your risk properly. That will be all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you learned something new, make sure you give it a thumbs up as well. Let me know in the comment section your favorite coins. When did you first started buying cryptocurrency, or do you even believe in it at all? I'd like to read from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to do so, and don't hesitate to share with your friends as well. I'll see you guys in my next video. In the meantime, stay confident. Bye bye.